Hey, how are
Hey
you?
Mark. Hi Mark.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. I'm playing game online.
You're playing? Is this a game you're playing now?
I just finished it.
Oh, okay. Who are you playing?
I don't know. Somebody on KGS.
Got it.
Hello, hello Chong. Hello Chong.
Hey,
Hi,
Chong is
Sean.
here. Hey, Chong.
Hey, Mark.
How are you?
Good, good.
Yeah, I'm playing. I'm sharing my screen and playing with somebody online. I play many 7x7 game on KGS. Sometimes with Chong.
Oh, yeah. On KGS,
Yeah. We
people
played
will actually play
several
you?
games.
You find people to play you, huh?
Yes, 7x7. It's very quick. It's like 3 to 5 minutes, and
Right.
then it's over, and you
But
practice almost everything.
what's the
But
code?
yeah, you call me. It's nine.
It's what, 9?
Nine. Yes, 7x7 is too small. So yeah, you can observe how I play, and then uh, usually if the player is not very strong, I won't play maybe the best move. I just play like moderate.
So for the teaching purpose, we also let them play 7x7.
Yes,
Oh, okay. And the Komi is also nine?
call
9 points?
nine.
Oh, really?
Seems high, huh?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I played on this app. What's the name of this app? I played it on it yesterday. I remember downloading this thing. I can't remember. I never played on it very much. It's called Go Quest.
Oh yes, Go Quest.
I played a couple of 9x9 games last night, and I didn't realize the Kobe was 7 on a 9x9. But how can the Kobe be 7 on a 9x9 if it's? I guess it makes sense. I mean, it's the same basically as a 19x19.
No,
Seven and
because
a half,
the
7.
because the first step you control two, you have lots of influence, and the board is too small, so the influence will
Oh, I
get
see.
you lots of like benefit.
Seems like it
But
would be less benefit because there's no outside. It's all corner.
yes, play 7x7. Probably the biggest difference is you don't have like territory. Usually you only have some like close combat, and then you finish the game.
Right.
Yeah. And then when there's no public space, I I told the other player I'm filling to get the maximum number of score on the board.
See, why would you play like this?
Yeah. And then I count my score. It's 18.
So you're
And
counting,
then
you're
I
counting
pass.
Chinese. You're counting stones and spaces.
This is not the Chinese rule. This is the special
Yeah,
rule
I
we
think
use
he only counts the stones.
the
Yeah.
stones. Yeah, that's a rule I used in when we taught in the art institute.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I lost this game, but I still like it's a tie. Seven. Call me of nine.
But how do you tell this? How do you tell OGS to score it that way?
I count one by one how many white stone on the board. In fact, OGS has a special feature. If you click here, well, you can see the. I can show you the. How to make annotate. Well, here you can see the stone, the number of stone. That's your score. For the rule we use, it only counts as stone, not the territory, not
So,
other things.
So your opponent passed. He didn't fill in his spaces.
Yeah, because they are not familiar with this special rule.
Right.
Some players they understand immediately. They think, well, it's very similar to Chinese rule. The only small difference is you don't fill in the two eyes, and somebody even know it's called group tax. You take 2 points away from your group.
Right.
Hi, Kiran, and hi, Detour.
Hello,
Hi, Karen.
can you hear me?
Yes, Kiran.
Very good.
Okay.
And for the,
My
Well,
webcam will be working
I'm
on
not sure
Thursday,
how
just
to
not currently.
pronounce your name. Detour or
Oh, I can change.
because
Yeah.
in
That's better.
tomorrow when we are in the classroom, well, we need to have a name that is like a normal name. Otherwise, it's hard to know. Okay, Devin, that's good. Okay, nice to meet you, Devin.
Nice to meet you.
From
Nice to
New
meet you.
York? Are you in
Yes.
New York now?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you are in different time zone.
Right. 1 hour.
Okay, 1 hour later. You're 9:06 now.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So let's start. Thank you. So first, thank you everybody to participate in this program. In fact, this program, Kieran has been in this program for almost 1 semester. We teach kids in the math classroom and teach them how to play Go game and learn math. And
Yeah, it's a really good,
experience.
program.
Yeah.
You guys may not be fully familiar with the counting method as of right now. Like it may not be usual. I know, Mark, you've in the past said that it's kind of confusing, but it makes a lot more sense when you just get exposed to it more.
Okay, so let's start. So this Friday morning from 9 to 11, so we will have 4 sessions, and it's online classroom, and the kids they are 3rd graders, and each session there will be, it's 1 class about 25 kids, and they have been using Zoom for several times, and they also play. We also taught them once about Go game, so they are familiar with something. Okay, but their skill, they are still beginners, no novice low player. It's like they learn for less than 4 hours, maybe 4 hours. They play maybe 20, 30 games. They know the basic rule of capture. They know two eyes. They know take public space before filling, but they don't know the code rule, the loop rule. So that's their situation. And each class will be 25 minutes. And so that's the background about this classroom. And so basically we are using Go as educational tools. So educational is like it's different from what we usually play. We play Go for hobby, for entertainment, for competition, for tournament, even for champion. But for them, most likely it's education. And there are several big difference. The first one is board size. The board size, we usually use 6x6 or 7x7 in the classroom, because in classroom, we don't have so many time to play. So we play on small board, try to finish it in several minutes. So in the classroom, usually we use 6x6 and 7x7. And the rule will be different. And I'll talk about the rule later. And another difference, I think it's huge difference. It's we should focus on education, especially math, not competition. So when we ask kids, what's the result? Usually we don't ask did you win this game? And ask them, what's your score? And even the score is 0, it's still a score, or 7, 6, 8. Okay, and a score may look, the final situation may look like this. And usually when we play on bigger board, we count the territory. But on small board, we count the stone. Probably this is the original Go game rule. We count the stone, not the territory. And counting stone is the direct counting. And the territory counting, it's called, probably it's like an indirect counting. Let me give you an example. So for example, if the teacher wants to know how many students are there in the classroom, of the direct counting is, oh, I count one by one how many students in my classroom. That's direct counting. But there's another way. If you know who is not there, is absent, for example, only 2 people absent, and then you know, oh, I have 30 students, I know 2 is absent, then I know it's 28, it's there. So indirect counting is more efficient, but you need more math skill. So the direct counting in this rule, it's like the original Go rule. And the Chinese rule, or area counting or territory counting, it's like indirect counting. It's counting the territory, not the stone. They use territory to decide which color win the game. They focus on competition, not the score. Okay, so that's the major difference. And this game, both players, they play, and the score, the stone score is the maximum score. So we ask kids how many scores there. And so you can count it. I think black is 25 and white is 20. So count the score. Sorry, count the stone. That's how we count the score. The kids will be very fast. Okay, so that's the several big difference between education and non-education situation. We told kids that Go game is a game of numbers, and it's a teamwork. That means you cannot survive forever with only 1 or 2. You need several person join together as a teamwork. Probably, in fact, they know that at least you need 6 people to make 2 eyes and guarantee survive forever. And Go game is also leadership. That means you need to make lots of decisions. When you make good decision, your final score, your final number will go up. But if you make bad decision, your final score will go down. If you continue make bad decision, your final score will go down and down, probably will be 0. Okay, so next it's about the rule, and I give it name, it's called math rule. Probably that's the original rule. And the information we talk about, it's called direct count. We count the score. ATM score is called at the moment score. It's a current score. It doesn't matter how many dead or how many alive. But finally, when you continue play and play, in this situation, that's your final score. Okay, and we talk about indirect counting, the Chinese, Japanese, or AGA rule. And when we play this rule, the procedure, usually we play and then we fill in. During the classroom, we will use, it's called the express mode, means you don't need to you don't need to take turn to fill in. You can continue filling. Usually we take turn play, but express mode make you fill in just very quick. And when we count, we can reorganize the shape. But when we play online, we cannot move the pieces. So we have to count one by one or use other skill. So for me, my skill is, in fact, my skill is like this.
It's actually kind of easier for us, but not for the kids, because we know that the amount of points both players will have will add up to 45.
Yes.
Because there are 49.
Total 7x7 board,
Total,
7, 7,
yeah.
49,
And then
the
4
4
from
eyes.
each group X.
Yeah. So the total is that. And for me, usually I count like by 5, 5, 5, and then try to group them in 10, and then you find the final score. It's fast. And it's much faster than 1 by 1. Okay, so that counts the score. But tomorrow, oh sorry, this Thursday, we don't count one. We ask kids what's the score and let them find the score. And then
So my
will,
question is, for the
uh,
online game, you cannot let them do the express mode, right? For the filming
no,
part.
no express. And I'll teach you. Teach you the procedure. So for the procedure in this Thursday, basic first you need some skill. A Go game skill. I don't need to worry about you. OGS, you need to play several games, but you need to learn how to review OGS game, and especially make some mark on the board. And also you need zoom skill, because when we teach kids, we will use a breakout room. That means we will separate everybody into small group. We have 6 people, 6 Go players. So we probably separate into 6 groups. And each group will have like 4 or 5 students. And then we ask them to play black and to play white. It's called a team relay game. And they are divided into black team and white team. Every student can play 2 or 3 steps. And then we do a quick review. Let them find the score and do a quick review. So that's the basic procedure. And so next, I will play with Kieran on KGS for a game. And
do you want to do OGS or on KGS?
Yes, on OGS.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I can challenge you.
Okay, I'm trying to go to OGS.
7x7.
And oh, sorry, we don't need to challenge each other. We should do like this. In fact, it's not necessary to start a challenge there. We can use a demo board from here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a demo board is more convenient. And so now we just practice like the Thursday. So I will start a demo board, and all of you will be the students. So I will choose like a Chinese rule, black, white. The rank is not important, but rule, probably Chinese rule is better. And then create demo. And then I'll ask Mark, you will play black. You play 2 steps. So where do you want to play? The kids will learn the coordinate system. So it's like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then the number. So Mark, you play black. You have chance to play 2 steps.
I see. So I'll just tell you the coordinates, and you're gonna press. So as the teacher, we're gonna place all the stuff.
The group leader just play it, because they are young students. They don't know how to control the computer, and So try to avoid like trouble.
Right.
Otherwise, there are lots of, they learn how to use Zoom. They learn how to share screen. There are lots of trouble. So the group leader do everything. Just ask them, tell me your coordinates location.
Okay, teacher. E5.
E5, okay. And then next, white player. Kiran, you are the next player.
Oh, you want me to take the
Yeah,
role
you
of
just
a
tell me
student?
the location.
Okay, I would like to play D4.
D4, okay. And then Mark, you can play another step.
Okay, D5.
D5, okay. And then Kiran, you play next step.
I would like to play C4.
C4, okay. And then you have, Mark and Kiran, you have finished your turn. So
Right.
next, I will move to next student. Devin, it's your turn. Devin, can you tell me your step?
Sure.
Where do you want to play? You have two.
Black
you
or
will
white?
play-
You're black.
You are black. You play black.
F3.
F3. Okay. Okay. And then Chong, it's your turn. You play white. And where do you want to play? And if the student is not there, you can ask him. If you
E4.
ask them D4. Sorry, I didn't hear you, Chong.
Chong, I think your microphone is on mute. There you go.
Yeah, C5.
C5. Okay. And then Devin's turn. Devin, you play another step. Devin, are you
You're
there?
also muted.
Hi.
John.
D2.
D2.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
And then Chong, it's your turn. You play another step.
E4.
E4. Okay. And then all of you have played two steps. I will go back to Mark. Mark, you play black. It's your turn.
Right. F4.
F4. And sometimes you can mention the name. Oh, block it.
Right.
And then Kiran, it's your turn. You play white. Where do you want to play? And if Kiran is not answering, I will ask Devin. Your turn again. You make choice.
I
You
was
play
going
white.
to say I will play C2. Because
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Because in the real situation, sometimes the kids is not. It's not there. Maybe they left. Maybe other situation happened. If it's not answering your call, you move to next student.
Okay, that makes sense. My apologies.
Yeah, don't worry.
There's background.
It's just normal situation. Yeah. So Kiran, where do you want to play?
Oh, I was thinking I'd like to play C2 to wall off my territory.
C2. Okay. Wow. Looks like white controls the left territory. Black controls the right territory. Okay. And then Mark's turn again. Black. You play black.
Let's play E2.
D2.
E2.
E2. Oh, E2. And then Kiran.
I'd like to play D6.
D6. Okay, and then Devin's turn. You play black.
Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah. E6.
E6. Sometimes if the kids don't know where to play, you can move your mouse there and give them some hint. Yeah, it's education. It's not competition. So don't worry. Yeah.
Right.
You can also ask like for instance, in this situation, something we've gone over.
Yeah,
if I
ask them any
bring it
question. Why some ask? Yeah, it's like a teaching game. So, and then
One of the
Chong.
shapes that we often discuss is the tiger's mouth. here.
Yes, tiger mouse.
So,
And they can use. You can use tiger mouse. You can use connection, to protect. Okay, Chong, it's your turn.
and so then you can ask them like which one.
D7.
D7. Okay. Wow. Okay. Try to secure your boundary, and then Devin's turn.
Oh, let's try. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's try C3.
C3. Wow. Okay. And then Chong's turn again. Another step.
B3 then.
B3. Okay. Wow. I saw Atari. Now let's move to Mark. It's your turn. You play black.
Yeah, E7.
E7. Oh, secure your boundary. Now looks like there's no public space on the upper side. Now it's Kieran's turn. Kieran, you play white. Where do you want to play?
I'd like to make a tiger's mouth at B6.
Yeah, yes, that's a tiger's mouth. We learned tiger's mouth in our classroom. Protect your cutting point. Make you safe. And then Mark's your turn.
D3.
Oh, D3. You have one black in danger. You save it. That's a good move. And then Kieran's turn.
I'd like to play C1.
C1. Okay.
fall
Wow.
off my-
Continue. Get some public space. And then Mark and Kevin, you finish your turn. And then Devin's turn. Devin, it's your
Hi,
turn. You play
D1.
black. Oh, D1. Okay. And then Chong's turn.
B2.
B2. Yes. Why we play here? Because there's some potential risk. We will review that later. And is there any public space? So let's observe the public space and predict where next person will play. Oh, Devin, it's your turn. Where do you want to
E3.
play? Oh, DE3. That's only public space. Now, is there any public space?
Nope.
No
Not
public
anymore.
space. Now we can start to fill in. So for white, you fill in, black fill in, white fill in, black fill in, black, white.
And so this would be express mode, but in the game they
Express
have
mode. Yeah, I do it by myself, express mode.
And then at the
Okay.
end,
And
you
then
give that.
this is perfect situation. Everybody survive forever. And that's a maximum you score. Now, what's the score for black? 23. Yes, 23. If black is 23, what's the score for white? Of course, you can count one by one, but if you use your math skill, you will discover that black and white always equal to 45. So white should be 22. So the game is over. And then we will do a quick game review. And because we are good players, so this game, there's no significant mistakes. But the kids, they are like 25Q students. They will make lots of mistakes. So you will have lots of opportunity to point out what's a mistake for them. Now, sometimes they cannot see the Atari. Sometimes they just continue use honey and create too many risk. And you need to practice your comments. This part is the comments. You can draw circle, draw marks, squares, and clear it. And so you need to do a little bit practice on this part, this comments part. And if we have time, we play another game. If we don't have time, we just finish one game. I think every student play like 6 or 7 steps. That's good enough for them. And then they can. I have told them the OGS website, and many of them they have signed up on the website, so they can play it by themselves after the class. So that's the schedule for the class. After one class, we move to next class, 25 minutes. We have like a 5 minutes break, a buffer time. But it's like a, yeah. Okay, so any question?
Yeah, I got drop off the meeting earlier. So my question is, how did you get into this review mode from on the OGS?
If you use the demo board, this part is automatically there.
Yeah, that's my question. How did you find the demo board from the OGS?
Oh, here.
Oh,
That's
demo board. Oh,
demo
okay.
board is here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's here.
I see.
Okay.
Great.
So just use demo board because if you play challenge with somebody, there's a timer, and it's sometimes it will be in trouble. So demo board controlled by group leader, it's more flexible.
So the students are not on the OGS website at all. They're just on Zoom, right?
This is OGS website, but I share the screen through the Zoom software.
But they are only on Zoom, not OGS. We are the only ones on OGS.
Yes. They will see the screen of your OGS account.
OGS.
You create a demo board.
Right. And they will be, each of our Zoom sessions is a separate Zoom session for our group?
Yes, I will separate all students into 5 or 6 groups, and everybody, you will be group leader. I will assign you as co-host.
Got it. And will they have video? Will we see them?
Probably they will show their face in the video. Yes, I think. Yeah, I encourage them to show video because they have been quarantined so many times. They want to see their classmates. They want to see the real person, not a icon or something.
And what school are they all in?
They are from Barrington. It's called Barbara Rose Elementary School.
Okay. And remind me again, how old are they?
They are 3rd grader, so that means they are about 10, 9 to 10.
9 to 10. Okay. Cool.
And yeah, so you'll be sharing your screen. At the bottom, there's a share screen.
Yeah.
So that's
so you just use the room function to share a screen. That's it. And ask them, okay, the first person, the second person play probably 2 or 3 steps. And yeah, that's it. And then do a quick review.
You'll also probably have a teacher there with you, so they may ask questions on behalf of the students and help redirect if there are any behavioral issues or.
Oh, there will be a teacher as well?
Yes, they have like a homeroom teacher, and probably the teacher will be visit every classroom, breakout room, small group, or maybe she, all of them are female teachers. So maybe she will stay in one room. I'm not sure, but they will be there. The teachers, they will be there too.
Cool. And will we assign the pairs of people?
It will be automatically assigned because I don't know them, and so I just use the Zoom breakout Zoom. Yes, breakout rooms automatically assign people to different groups.
No, but I mean within the group. So we'll each have like 6 people, there's going to be the first 2 people. Are we just going to say, okay, you're first and you're second?
Yes, yes,
Would-
because you don't know maybe their name will be on Zoom, and
Okay.
you just call them name, and then ask them one by one, and don't skip anybody. Let everybody play
Yeah.
at least some steps. That's the purpose. Yeah.
Okay.
So within our group, we'll just have the kids play against each other within the demo board, or will we be playing against other groups, or what's? I assume the former is the idea, correct?
Let the students in each group play with each other. Don't
Okay.
play with. Kieran, last time we play each other and teach all
Yeah,
the
that's
kids,
why I
but
was asking.
that's hard. In fact, that's hard. But we do that for purpose because we only have 2 person. We don't have many person to. The group is very big. We cannot give every kid's opportunity to play 1 step or 2 step. So that's why we play most steps and we ask kids vote some step. But this time, because we have several players and we play, we teach 1 class every time. Last time 2 of us play with, we taught like 2 classrooms at the same time with 2 players. So the group is too big. This time it's small group, so that's why we change it. We just play with, play within that group. Half play as black team and half play as white team.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Cool.
So do you think it's okay? Any question?
No, it sounds great.
Okay, yeah, and we have like every class is 25 minutes, so we hope finish in 25 minutes. We have 5 minutes extra time to move to next classroom, so 5 minutes should be okay. If you take several more minutes and finish it, it's also okay. So
when we do this now, we're each going to have our own Zoom room open, so we won't see each other. Like I won't see you.
no, you will see your students in your group.
Only, right?
Yes, only students in your group, like 4, 5, 6 students in your group. You are the group leader.
And probably a teacher. But,
Yeah, probably a teacher.
But for
and
the
prior
whole,
to the breakout, we'll all be in the same room, I think.
but for the whole 2 hours, we won't communicate at all with us, each other.
Most likely, no. We don't have too much time to communicate with each other.
Got it.
We will go back to the main room, but we don't have too much time to communicate with each other.
Oh, there will be a main room for all of us?
Yeah, first
Well,
we
I'll be in the
join the
main
main
room.
room, and then
Yeah.
probably I will show them 1 or 2 slides. I plan to show them slides for this one, like this one. Just remind them how to count their score.
Mm.
And I will show them a pool. In fact, I'll show it now. Can you find it? I want to make it more interactive.
Mm.
So what's the score for, oh, can you see the,
I can see the poll, but it's covering the screen, so we can't.
okay, that's a trouble. And okay, maybe I will ask, so I end the poll. So
Last
now,
time, by the way,
can you see the
last
screen?
time, by the way, the polls didn't work within the breakout room.
Yes, that last time we have some trouble about the pool. So can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay, now count the score of black, and then I will give you opportunity to submit your score. So everybody count the score of black.
Got
I
it.
give you 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then I give you the pool. Tell me your score.
2.
That I put 2 for because somebody used Japanese counting. They count
That's
the
right.
yeah. And 20 is white. Black is 25 is the right answer. 27 is the Chinese counting method. 47 is the maximum score of black of one color because you need 2 eyes. Even you control everywhere, 47 is your maximum score. And then we will start to continue the lesson.
So
How
what
do
we
I use the
want,
other counting
one
method?
main room, and then you're going to do like a breakout, and then we're going to.
And then we will use
I've
the
never seen that part of Zoom, the breakout part, but I assume it's easy.
Stefan, I didn't really hear your question. What was it? I'm sorry.
How do I use the whatever counting method we're using?
oh okay. There are several counting methods in Go game. The original Go game, most likely the original Go game count the number of stone. And then people discover counting number of stone on small board it's okay, but when you go to bigger board, it's hard to count. You fill in and then you count the score, it's hard. So people discover territory counting, and later the territory counting used in Japan, and then later the Chinese counting is called area counting. So that's the counting method. But when we teach the beginners, especially on small board, we use the original rule. So we count the number of stone, not the intersection. We count stone, not intersection, not territory.
Oh, okay.
So in this situation, the Chinese score, it's 2 points more than the stone score, because you count the
so that's why we have to fill in.
you count the territory, you count the intersection.
Oh, I was counting the intersections. I see.
Yes, that's the
understand.
That's
Chinese.
why.
Yeah.
That's why we were
When
filling
you
in
use the
earlier.
Chinese counting method, it's not necessary to fill in, and then
Yeah.
you can still count. But for the original rule, filling it's relatively easy, and because for young kids, when they learn math, they need something concrete to hold in hand. If you count the empty intersection territory, it's hard for them to understand.
I see.
And for Chinese territory counting, you count the stone and the empty intersection. It's also like sometimes it's confusing for kids. But counting stone, it's very easy for elementary kids. It's completely for education, for math education. Okay, so and in fact, this poll is just to increase the interactive activity. It doesn't matter right or wrong.
Devin, if you still have questions, feel free to message me on OGS. I can go over it with you more, because that would be something.
Oh, okay.
Who am I talking to?
If you do have questions, Kieran.
Yeah.
Kieran. Okay.
So any question? If no question,
You
we
can message me your OGS.
It's good, Simon. It seems really great. You've done a great job organizing it. It's really clear.
Okay, yeah, because everybody, you are a good player. You know everything. You teach a lot. You have a lot of teaching experience.
Well,
yeah.
Not your method.
But probably this is the I think this is the best method for the beginner.
Right.
And yeah, I will write another article and talk about how this method evolved to the area counting and Chinese the territory counting and area counting, and what does the territory score means? That's a number. So what does that mean? Sometimes territory score may be 0. What does that mean? there are lots of things related to that.
I have one question for you. Why do you say that the purpose of the game is to survive instead of saying the purpose of the game is to put more stones on the board?
In fact, it's the
Because if you
same.
don't
It's the
survive.
same. It's the same. It's survive and strive.
So one of the first rules we discussed with them was the overflow rule, which is that if you keep filling in, you will take away your own eyes, right?
Ah,
Maybe cap-
yes.
So you need to leave
Yes.
eyes.
Yes.
And
There's
they
a
learned that.
situation.
So they learn that naturally from the basic concept.
There's another vocabulary we use. Okay, this is the situation. And if white continue play here, what will happen? Black will play here and take everything. So white play here, we call it overflow.
Overflow, okay.
Overflow. And
Well, that
2
would
eyes
after
left.
2. It
That's
would
the
be like
maximum score
suicide
you can
move.
get. Mark, you're right. The maximum score it's a purpose, the final purpose. It's another way to teach them. Let's try to put more stone on the board, get the maximum number of stone on the board, and survive forever. But there's subtle difference. So sometimes they want to play here, and
Oh,
it will
I
create
see what you're saying.
overflow.
You don't want, right. You have
So
to,
by changing the priorities, it makes it easier for the kids to get it. And the rest comes naturally because they want more points anyway. Right?
Yeah.
right. Okay, got it. Makes sense.
Okay, so
It really is helpful. I mean, watching the kids learn beginning, they picked it up much faster than I've seen other beginners pick up the rules. So I will say, Simon, it's quite a wonderful system you have. So.
Yeah, no, it was when I was with Simon at Art Institute, I was amazed, absolutely amazed at how involved every person who learned was, and they got it like immediately. They understood it and they had fun with it right away. There was no confusion about anything. It was just pure joy. They loved it. So I really liked it a lot.
mm-hmm. And after this lesson, maybe we can teach some like Go players this method, because after Mark, you submit the article to eJournal, there are several people, they ask, oh, what's the method? They're curious about what's the method you use in Art Institute. You mentioned the special method, but you didn't talk about details. So some people ask, oh, can you tell us? Okay, so maybe we can organize another workshop like this and teach them how to use this method to introduce to first-time learner.
Great idea.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's for today's lesson and practice. So see you Thursday morning.
See you Thursday morning. Great.
Good Thursday morning. Everyone stay
Thursday.
well.
Okay,
Stay
stay
well,
safe.
everyone. Stay safe. Bye, everyone.
Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you. Nice meeting you.
Devin. Bye-bye.
Devin.
Devin,
Shishia.
Mark. Bye-bye.
See you.